like, you know the plan. Everything is intentional.
Yes.
Like, when you put out something, it's not because I need a big record. It's because this needs to be said.
Yes.
And I want to say it, right?
Yes.
So I'm just asking, like, is that free? Like, how does that feel as an artist? Because I know how it feels to have everybody like, give me the single. And you got to play Hustle Hard. They like, and they hope it works. And it's like, oh, I hope it works. You know, now we don't have you don't got none of that. You literally can be like, here's the album, here's how I released it and everything. So I'm asking, is that freeing? Like, how does that feel?
Man, it's the most freeing experience ever, right? Because you get to make the decision. I also think that, like, you know, you can be your most authentic self, dog, when you coming from that space and you just open like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the beauty of it, because there are no restrictions. Now, my approach to the game, or just my approach to creating now, is like it's funny because, like, mainly I don't even operate on the level of what the like a major label would operate off of, or the industry, because my levels of success look different for me because I don't operate on their system no more. Yeah. So I'm not trying to strive to be, but I still keep the principles, right? So even with this particular album, and knowing of, like, so I went through a process of just of like doing something very different outside of what I normally do, just to kind of see how the fans would react to, like, this new being and my new, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
To now doubling it back. With soul now, like, my vision and idea of it now of, like, all right, give them everything that they love, just in a way in which they can receive it, with some elevation, with some growth and all of that. So for me, it's literally, as opposed to thinking about what the people may want, it's literally about what can I say that's authentic to me, something that I've lived and experienced, and how can I put this into a record and make it digestible to the people so they can play it back to back, literally.
So you are a man in rap now. What's one industry trend today that you just is like, I ain't doing that shit? I'm not with it. Like, I am not doing that. Like, I'll do whatever, but I'm not doing that. Is there any trends that you want to do?
Bro, it might be the, because we in the culture to just, like, I think, what I would say, man, how we nowadays we kind of like in this reckless culture where people feel like they need to do any and everything to go viral to get attention. That's what I'm not doing.
You're not trying to go viral.
That's what I'm not doing.
I love that.
I'm not even going viral. I love the idea of going viral. I'm not about to do anything that's outside of my character. I'm not about to do anything to disrespect anybody in order to go viral or say something I know that ain't true to me in order to just get some virality. You did?
Yeah,
so
like,
that's what I'm not doing.
For pun intended, you're not selling your soul.
I ain't selling my soul, bro.
That's the name of the album.
All my natural
soul.
we ain't doing none of that, dog. I just feel like that's a little corny. You know what I'm saying? You don't really believe in you.
Is there a decision that was made that, and obviously you're a man, we look back and be like, I gotta live with it, but is there anyone that you look back and be like, fuck, I should have did that, or I shouldn't have done that? Any decision? For me, it was Bitcoin. Somebody told me to buy some Bitcoin, like in 2014. Like, it's only like $5. I'm like, get the fuck out my face. I wish I would have listened. So, like, is there any decision business-wise that you made where you was like,
oh, business-wise?
Yeah, business decision.
That I shouldn't have done that. No, bro, because I look at everything as a lesson.
You learn, right?
You know what I'm saying? Everything is a lesson. That's how I see it.
Let me ask you, if you had a chance to form a supergroup with two other rappers that you would want to be in a group with to drop an album, who would it be? Have you thought about it?
I got one of them in my head.
You got one? Who your one?
T-Pain, man.
Him and T-Pain?
Ooh, T-Pain. Listen,
I think that would hit T-Pain on every his chorus would go stupid. I ain't gonna lie.
If you gonna put T-Pain, they gotta be. Now I'm gonna let him.
Oh, you mean a real rapper? I'm sorry, my bad.
No. I would say T-Pain. I would say T-Pain and Ross.
Yeah, I like that.
Like, because like the young, you know what I'm saying? Like T-Pain and Ross, but you get your answer. I'm sorry. We create a group for you. And shit. Like, we're not asking you the question.
I mean, so if depending upon what we talking about the era, and if we talking about
whatever
the time,
you want to talk
or you just talking about
if you could put
who's gonna make the
with
best
two
hits?
rappers in history, who do you want to be?
You know that EP's gonna smash all 5 songs. Who's gonna be?
Me, Kendrick, and somebody else.
Oh, you like Kendrick?
I like Kendrick.
Yeah, you on the same the family, man shit. Yeah, I can see that.
And then somebody, that other third spot, I don't know who that would be. I probably would go with one of the young cats or something, man. Go with like a...
You need a young Florida nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like a...
Kodak.
Like a, right, you know what I'm saying?
Kodak would hit. Kodak would hit.
Group or some shit like that. I can't even think of the third person.
No, we got Kendrick. We might come back to it as we in the interview. Don't worry about it.
For sure.
I want to know though, for the Soul album, I guess, what is the hardest part, or what was the hardest part when you were releasing this album about releasing without the machine behind you?
The hardest part about
releasing without the big label, the marketing and all the money and everything they're gonna flood you with? What was probably did you face any difficulties releasing this album?
I mean, just putting the album out, I think putting it all together, right? So for me, as being an independent artist, it's like some things I have to outsource, right? So it's like it's the preparation. So I think some of that is the difficult part of it. But nah, man, I had everything structured and really layered when it came to this particular rollout, only because I've learned from the past of like my, where I failed at, what I could have done better, the consistency aspect of it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm really proud of like this rollout and like the preparation of it. But the most difficult part was probably getting the songs all together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it took some time to make sure everything
flowed the right way.
Everything flowed the right way and things like spoke to each other. You know what I'm saying? I think that was key.
I was gonna ask you, so you went from being a street rapper, hustle hard, everything, to basically being balance, motivation, street vulnerability. You have all these things you are now.
Yeah.
Who would you account that to?
Great question.
God, my wife.
I knew it. That's why I wanted to ask you that. That was a setup. Because what I want to show the world is that if a man has those two things,
they're good.
He can't be beat.
Absolutely.
That's why I asked you that, because I'm like, because you walk it out with so much confidence because you confident in it.
Yeah.
I know who with me in it, so 100%. I had to ask you that. So you've been vocal about ownership and self-empowerment. What was your first boss move that you made independently?
Independently. Probably one of them was going back to school. I think that was.
What'd you take when you went to school?
I took the music business course at Berkeley.
Yeah.
That was smart.
That was amazing, bro. I love that.
So I came in, so I realized I didn't have any information. So I realized why the reason I was powerless in my situation, because I didn't have language around contracts and splits and what things should look like. Contracts in perpetuity. So certain language I just didn't understand. So I just think that. Honestly, man, it's a lot of boss moves that I made, dog, was that. And I would say probably the biggest was like negotiating probably one of the biggest contracts on the independent level for me, which was like, that was, it was 7 figures, you know what I'm saying?
Go. That means
and I was so proud of that on the
independent.
That's crazy. Right.
That's
yours.
So
like, I think that like that was definitely a pillar in my independent career where I was like, well, I got this shit, boy.
Yes.
I know how to do this shit now.
Because once you do it, you want to go get active now. Like, I know I can do
and
that.
Then you learning how to do it with certain projects and how you can like lease this, you can do this, and you know what I mean? You can keep this for a little time and then get that back to me. And I had 80-20%, you know what I mean? 80% me, 20% you. So it's like, it's different things that I negotiated. There's a lot of boss moves that I made, man, that I'm really proud of.
I just like the smile that you tell me. So
that check hit.
When I look at Florida is very interesting because you either have rappers who rap like you would expect a Florida rapper to rap, right?
Yeah,
and then you have a few niggas that's like MCs.
Yeah.
You, Ross, Kodak.
Y'all favorite right now, Doechii,
MC. Like, talk about Florida, man. Like, it's such a wide variety of artists coming. Like, is it hard to come out of there? You're from Miami. Does Miami have the advantage? Like,
well, I'm from Broward specifically. That's always, because it's a tri-counties. I always got to explain.
Yes.
Broward County.
They think about, you know what I'm saying? When people think about Florida, they think about Miami, but I grew up in Broward County, Florida, like specifically Deerfield. Well, it's cultural down there too. You see what I'm saying? So you intertwine with a lot of different cultures, a lot of different things. You get that good sunny weather down there. Yeah. And then like we breed it, like that whole passion, that whole just that hunger is what they breed down there. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the Floridians, a lot of the homies got that. And I think just being seasoned, man, seeing a lot of different things, bro. Down there, you can run into a lot of different cultures, right? The crib has been on fire for a while, so you can come into like some of your favorite people and stuff like that. So yeah, man. And not only that, dog, we were always one of the artists, I know I was, and I know probably Rose probably was too, that back then there was like, people used to talk about how Southern artists couldn't rap. You know what I'm saying? They weren't lyricists.
That's why I asked you that.
You see what I'm saying?
Because I'm like, there's a few niggas in Florida. When I say Kodak, I'm like, there's a few niggas in Florida that
really get down, man.
Yes.
So like, and really great with like the storytelling aspect of it as well. So I just think just making sure every time we in a booth, man, like, we challenging ourselves and we challenging the people around us. You see what I'm saying? And not to sound local, but be able to like really connect with everybody, if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? Have a vast variety of people. So A lot of people tell me like, bro, it sound like you from up north, brother, where you be getting down,
you-
bro.
yeah,
You
yeah,
wild, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? But I'm like, yeah, because I challenge myself, you know what I'm saying? And just like the other homies too as well.
Yeah, yeah.
man.